Can you even wrap your head around this? A sitting member of the United States Congress, Ilhan Omar, is once again at the center of a massive controversy, this time accused of immigration fraud. The shocking claim? That she married her own brother in an attempt to secure him a green card. And the response? The internet exploded. Twitter, Telegram, every conservative forum, it was everywhere. The story wasn't new, but this time, there was no stopping it. The past had resurfaced in full force, and the mainstream media? They had done everything in their power to bury it, to discredit it, to dismiss it as a conspiracy theory. But now, the timing couldn't be worse for Omar. With Trump doubling down on immigration policies and deportations ramping up, the pressure was mounting. And as old clips from 2021 and 2022 started flooding social media, the scandal took on a life of its own. Then, a voice cut through the noise, a well-known conservative commentator on a viral live stream. They think we forgot. They think they got away with it. But let me remind you, this woman, a sitting member of the United States Congress, has been accused of committing immigration fraud, of marrying her own brother. And guess what? The media covered for her. But not anymore. Not this time. Years ago, Omar laughed off the allegations, dismissing them as nothing more than a baseless smear campaign. But the moment journalists unearthed her wedding certificate, everything changed. Her response? Silence. No denials. No explanations. Just silence. But it wasn't just conservative voices raising questions. A respected figure in the Somali community of Minneapolis, Abdihakim Osman, spoke up in an old interview that suddenly started making the rounds again. His words sent shockwaves through social media. Everyone knew. We all knew. Ahmed was her brother. But back then, no one said anything. The question hung heavy in the air, why now? Why was this scandal exploding again? A well-known conservative analyst had the answer. Because the American people are finally waking up. Biden's border policies are failing. Deportations are happening left and right. But Ilhan Omar? She gets to sit in Congress after allegedly committing the very crime we're cracking down on. This is hypocrisy at the highest level. And just like that, the reaction was immediate. Social media erupted. Demands for an investigation flooded in. Conservative lawmakers started speaking out. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna made it clear in a post on X, formerly Twitter. If these allegations are true, Ilhan Omar has broken federal law. Immigration fraud is a crime, and it must be prosecuted. No one is above the law. And she wasn't alone. Lauren Boebert followed up. I want to know why Ilhan Omar gets a free pass. Any other American would be in prison for this. So tell me, where's the DOJ? Where's the FBI? The pressure was mounting fast. The public was demanding answers. But then, in a White House press briefing, a CNN reporter tried to control the damage. There is no verified evidence to suggest that Congresswoman Omar engaged in immigration fraud. These claims have been debunked by multiple sources. But guess what? The audience wasn't buying it. Because the footage was real. The documents were real. The wedding certificate was real. The testimonies? They were real. And this time, the American people were paying attention. Inside the halls of Congress, whispers were turning into full-blown conversations. Would this scandal once again be swept under the rug? Would the DOJ look the other way? A conservative radio host, his voice filled with frustration, put it bluntly. If this were a Republican, they'd already be indicted. Hell, they'd be in handcuffs. But Ilhan Omar? The left will do everything in their power to protect her. And I say, enough is enough. The momentum was building. This wasn't going away. Not this time. America was watching. And the people wanted answers. Old tweets and controversial statements. The text alleges that Ilhan Omar downplayed 9/11 and mocked America. This likely refers to her 2019 comment. Some people did something. A phrase taken out of context from a speech about how Muslim Americans were unfairly targeted after September 11th. While controversial, she was not minimizing the attacks, but discussing the broader impact on Muslim communities. The claim that she said she's here for Somalia over America is not verified. If a specific quote exists, it would be important to see the original context. 2. Immigration fraud allegations. For years, conservative media has alleged that Ilhan Omar married her brother to commit immigration fraud. However, no credible investigation, DOJ, FBI, or other agencies, has substantiated this claim. Omar has denied it repeatedly. Independent fact-checkers, including Snopes, PolitiFact, and AP, have found no verifiable evidence to prove it. The Minnesota Campaign Finance Board did find she violated campaign finance rules in 2019 for using funds improperly, but not immigration fraud. She was fined $500. 3. DOJ cover-up and FBI investigation. The claim that the DOJ covered up an Omar investigation has no publicly available evidence to back it up. If a whistleblower came forward with proof, major news networks, not just conservative outlets, would be covering it extensively. The idea that the DOJ/FBI selectively prosecute conservatives, e.g., Trump but not Hillary or Hunter Biden, is a frequent talking point. However, Trump's cases involve multiple indictments with witness testimony and evidence. Hunter Biden was charged, albeit with lighter sentences. Hillary Clinton's email controversy led to an FBI investigation, which did not recommend charges. 4. Political bias and double standards. There is a broader argument in the text that the system is rigged against conservatives. While many on the right believe this, others argue that legal outcomes often depend on the strength of evidence, not political favoritism. However, Democrats have been investigated and prosecuted too. Senator Bob Menendez, Democrat New Jersey, is currently facing bribery charges. Former Representative Anthony Weiner, D., went to prison. John Edwards, D., was indicted but acquitted. Final verdict. Highly partisan framing. The text presents allegations as proven facts without verifiable evidence. Exaggerated claims, DOJ/FBI cover-ups, and deep state narratives lack hard proof. Real controversy exists. Omar's past remarks have drawn criticism, but there is no confirmed criminal wrongdoing.